All rise. Support court is now in session. Judges, case number JVB1085, Campbell case.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, ladies, you may be seated. I'm Judge Brian D. Woodard, and ma'am, you brought this case before me. Matter of fact, before I get started on anything, I see your both last names are Campbell.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken. So what is your first name?
Kelly Campbell.
Kelly Campbell.
Yes.
And you, ma'am?
I'm Rochelle, but you can call me Ro.
This courtroom is ready to explode as blood turns against blood. Today it's Kelly versus Rochelle, two cousins involved in a brutal struggle over custody of a 6-year-old kid. Kelly's not holding back. She's calling Rochelle out, saying her cousin is an irresponsible, reckless mother who dumps her baby in dubious situations just to seek her own selfish lifestyle. But Rochelle's not rolling over. She fires back, stating she's got everything under control, even if her parenting style raises a few eyebrows or full-blown alarms. Trust me, this case spirals fast, and the truth that comes out, let's just say you won't see it coming. Now let me ask you this. If someone in your family was neglecting their kid, would you confront them or stay out? Of it, post your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear it. Let's dive straight into this family feud with real stakes. Welcome to the Showdown.
And
Kelly.
Kelly, okay. Yes. Kelly Rowe, let me go there because if I forget it, because Rowe and Kelly. All right, so let's get started. So go ahead and tell me about this.
My name is Kelly Campbell.
Leaving a youngster in 105-degree heat with just a gym fan, that's not just poor judgment. That's dangerously careless. But here's the real question. Does this provide Kelly the legal standing to obtain custody? Now, custody battles aren't won only because someone's parenting is questionable. The court needs solid proof of negligence or putting a youngster in harm's way. So is Rachel just making a few bad calls, or is this a serious failing to give basic care? What do you think? Should not having AC and a proper education be enough to lose custody? Or is that crossing the line? Drop your view in the comments. This case isn't just about parenting. It's about what happens when family steps in.
As project manager, the city has to offer. I brought my cousin to court because she's attempting to want to get involved in her son's life all of a sudden. But her choices, they're poor. She has childish behavior, and she's not taking care of her responsibilities. Simple.
She's not taking care of her responsibilities. How does she have children with you, or living with you, or?
She has a son, 6 years old.
6 years old?
Yes.
And so what makes her childish?
She's just,
girl,
she
I'm
wanna be in
grown.
these streets. She's
Girl,
from
Hold
grown.
on one second. We're going to get to that
I'm
part.
real grown.
Okay, Miss Grown. One thing about it is grown people don't have to tell other grown people that they're grown. So just wait till I get to you, and then we're going to go ahead and get this train moving. But I'm going to get to you.
Yes, sir.
Miss Rowe.
Kelly isn't holding back. She's painting a scary picture. No air conditioning in triple-digit heat. One beat-up fan barely doing anything. Unrefrigerated Capri Suns. And let's not forget a child's education fully on the back burner. In the perspective of the law, it all boils down to the child's safety and well-being. Judges don't play when it comes to neglect, and they'll be looking for concrete proof that Rochelle's conduct or lack of action put her son at risk. But here's the twist. Can Rochelle flip the script? Does she have a defense that'll turn this entire case upside down? Stay locked in. This one's far from over.
Yeah, R-O, really obvious. All right, let's go.
If you could change the R to a H. But the point, what I'm saying is...
We're not going there, but go ahead. I'm just going to go ahead and over like
Emotions
that.
are
I understand, but let's go ahead and get to business.
She's childish because she chooses to mix up her priorities.
Okay.
It's not flying, Your Honor. Her child, you know it's about 105 degrees. She has no AC. She has a gym fan circulating in the home.
The window was cracked. The window was cracked.
Ladies, let me go ahead and get something straight right here, because I just wanted this to go smoothly. And I know how ladies are sometimes. Y'all like to talk and get your point across, and you're going to be heard. I promise you're going to be heard. But being heard this way, it's not going to fly. So let's go ahead and continue without any interruptions. Ms. Rowe,
Got it.
when it's time for you to go, I will go back to you, Ms. Rowe.
Yes, sir.
But for right now, please keep quiet. Can we do that? let's get this show back on the road.
Thank you, because she's rude.
I didn't ask about what she is. I'm just asking you to go ahead and continue to tell me what you're going to do.
I stand corrected.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Let's go.
I apologize. As I mentioned, her 6-year-old is in very poor conditions. Circulating hot air where hot air is not going to fly. As I mentioned, the temperatures are high. She leaves a bowl of noodles, chicken flavor, for her son, Capri Suns that aren't refrigerated. The child is so behind educationally. All he know how to do is whoa. It's just a lot going on. I don't like it, and I am going to be the provider for her child. And that's it, point blank.
Okay, and Ms. Campbell, what are you actually asking for before I go for it?
From awful to strange holdup, did really just admit to leaving her 6-year-old home alone for 2 hours so she could go on a date, and her argument she was out there seeking for a stepdad over a pork chop special. I've heard some wild defenses in court, but this could be top-tier insane forget eating the cake. Ree just served up the pork chop excuse of the year. Now here's the real debate. Is really an unfit mother, or is Kelly blowing this far out of proportion? Let's hear it. Drop your take in the comments, because this case just went from bad to crazy.
I want the full custody of her child, Caleb.
Okay.
And I would like her to pay me, since she wants other men to pay her. But that's what I'm asking.
Okay.
Yes.
Is there anything else you would like to tell me before I move on to Ms. Rose?
I want you to see that she's truly childish, lax.
I didn't ask for insults. I said, is there anything that you want to tell me?
I didn't know that was an insult. It's really factual. No, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, see, this is going to be a challenge. Whew, don't you know? Ms. Rowe, let's go. Continue this show.
Thank you, Judge. Okay, so they keep saying I'm crazy, right? They took my baby from me and gave it to her because I had a little date. I spent the block. I left him at the house by
You spent the what?
The block. We went to Perry's. Me and his, he was tall, dark, and handsome. But I was gonna bring him a pork chop special back. So I went on this little date, left him at the house by himself. I gave him some noodles, a Capri Sun, and they call themselves.
Now this is where the judge finally steps in, and not a moment too soon. Leaving a child alone in searing heat with nothing but a wobbling fan and a damaged window, that's not just lousy judgment, that's flat out dangerous, and the court doesn't sugarcoat it. This child is not a pet. If this had been brought to Child Protective Services, it could have triggered an emergency intervention on the spot. The major issue now, will Ree finally comprehend how serious this is, or is she still going to stand by her choices, doubling down on defense instead of facing reality? Stay tuned, because this just got
You can't leave the baby at the house by himself. I'm like, look, he was good. It was just for like 2 hours. I was gonna be right back, and I was gonna bring him back.
Wait a minute, how long?
Like 2 hours.
2
We had
hours.
reservations, so we was gonna get right in.
So you made reservations and you left your child with her for just 2 hours. Was it just for that night,
It
or
was
was it?
not 2 hours, Your Honor. It was 6
Okay.
hours
All right.
plus 2 bonus hours because
Okay.
she wanted to have a
All
rendezvous.
right, hold on one second. Okay, continue this. Yeah, this
Thank
is
you.
interesting. I really want to hear this one.
She think because she got a pool.
But
in her
I ain't
backyard.
worried about that. Let's get to the facts.
Okay,
Go ahead.
sorry. So I spent the block, ran to the Perry's with the fella. You know what I'm saying? He was fine. Okay. So look, I'm trying to get him a stepdad. I was gonna bring him back a pork chop special. Have you had one of them Perry's pork chops?
You trying to get a
It's like
stepdaddy?
this,
Listen,
it's-
you're trying to go and get a stepdaddy
For the baby.
for a pork chop with a pork chop. Is
I
that
was
how?
gonna bring him the pork chop bag.
And so you expect him to be stepdaddy because you brought him bringing a pork chop, because you were bringing. I want him to be
I'm
my
bringing the
stepdaddy.
baby.
So maybe if I give him a pork chop, he gonna be my.
I'll bring the baby back a pork chop.
Oh, the baby, you bringing the baby a pork
I
chop,
went on
not the man a pork chop.
No, the man was gonna buy the baby a pork chop.
Okay.
So I'm taking care of him.
Hold on one second. Hold on one second, man.
So me and the man went out to dinner. I get back, they all, you're not supposed to leave your baby here, this and this and this. I'm like, he's 6 years old. He got some noodles. He got a couple of Capri Sun. I cracked the window, the fan was on, so he was good.
And just when it seems like things can't get any more difficult, Kelly throws another bombshell. She claims Rochelle only shows up once a year to claim her son on her taxes. Now let's be clear. Falsely claiming dependents is no joke. It can lead to serious legal penalties. including IRS investigations. If Kelly has real evidence to back this up, Rochelle could be facing more than just a custody battle. This could snowball into a legal mess on numerous fronts. So here's the question: should tax fraud have a role in deciding custody, or should it be handled separately? Let me know what you think in the comments, because this case, it just took a whole new spin.
I fight a couple people, bust a few windows, plant some tires, and they think that I can't.
Ma'am, you cannot be serious right now.
Dead.
Are you really serious right now? Number one, you're talking about, what? First of all, let me say this. How hot is it outside right now?
105. That's the car.
Hold on. I'm asking her, because you're already at 105, because you're already talking, you heated up, and I understand.
I'm sorry, I'm
Yes,
passionate.
how hot is it outside right
Well, that day it was, cause we went at night.
now? I
So,
didn't
it cooled
ask
down a
whether
little
you
bit.
went at night or anything, because it's still hot at night as well, too.
I mean, about 80, 90, it cooled down. But he had a fan.
And you got a fan. You gave the child a fan in the car.
I cracked the window.
You cracked it. So what is this child, a dog?
No, Caleb. He's a human.
But it's hot outside and you're going to give the child a fan. And then what
And
else?
Capri Sun.
And a Capri Sun.
Two.
Now let me ask you something. Would you want a hot car or a hot environment and somebody to give you a Capri Sun?
No, I was at Perry's.
You know what? Sometimes you just don't have the words to say. And I guess this is one of those times where, Lord have mercy, I do not have the words to say. Now this lady right here, Miss, what'd you say your first name was again?
Kelly with a capital K.
Miss Kelly with the capital K.
The best project
Okay,
manager.
I didn't ask if you was the best or the worst, because you have no proof to tell me if you did right or wrong. It comes to those project managers or whatever else you say. You don't have to build the words up
work
to
too,
me.
Kelly.
Okay, but if you don't want to be done that way, why do you think that it's okay to let a child sit?
And just like that, the judge announces the verdict. Ray is formally ordered to pay $1.243 a month in child support. This ruling provides a strong message. If you want custody, you have to be present, reliable, and provide true stability. You can't just vanish out of a child's life for over a year and then suddenly turn up expecting full parental rights. It doesn't work like that. But here's the big question. Did the judge go far enough? Should Kelly have been allowed full custody? Drop your thoughts in the comments. This case may be resolved, but the debate is only getting started.
Treat
It was
them like
just
that?
for 2 hours.
It
I was
doesn't matter,
working
but
on
I
getting
said,
the
would
step
you want that done?
No. I mean, but sometimes we gotta go through stuff to get to the bigger picture, and I was working on this.
Well, it looked
man.
like you got to the bigger picture with Paris.
I did, and that's when you know the baby was gonna come with me on there. You
yeah,
know,
I see.
I was
Okay.
setting him up.
All right.
Yeah.
Miss Rowe, how much do you make how much you make a year?
What a wild roller coaster from start to finish. This custody battle ripped back the curtain on major financial red flags and some seriously questionable priorities. In the end, the judge chose stability over chaos, making sure Kalb's well-being stayed front and center. But here's the real question. Did the judge make the right call? Should Ree have lost full custody?
Thing.
Barely.
Okay, obviously this child is going to need to be taken care of because, you know, everything in life is just ain't free. You just can't drop your child off and let somebody else take care of it.
I
Thinking
didn't drop him off.
she's taking care of your child.
I want him back.
She's taking care of. Okay, so how come you just now coming to court and saying that you just want him back? What happened to the past year?
I've been saying I want him back. She keep dragging me through the mud.
Dragging you through.
Oh, I'm unfit. I'm very fit. I go to
Ma'am,
the
I'm
trainer
just going to
3
say
times a
this.
week.
When
I'm
you're
fit.
talking about
I don't
caviar
know
and stuff
what
like
you're
that,
talking
obviously
about.
you have other reasons. So this is what we're going to do. So
I'm
you're.
fit.
Are you? Judge, if you didn't
Hold
have the
on,
training
ladies,
yesterday-
ladies, hold on. Because we're not going to go there. Y'all sound like my family during Christmas time. So, Miss Ro Campbell,
Yes.
you see, you make $65,000 a year, okay? You paying by your cousin $350. Your gross is $5,417, and 20% of that, with your net, is $4,401.57. Your high rim, 100 plus. We're gonna add that $163 to it. So basically, you got to pay something. You just can't. You can't just let your cousin take care of all the business while you're thinking all high and mighty with pork chops and caviar.
She
Hold
dropping
on,
it.
wait a minute. Hold on, before we get to that, let me go ahead and get this before I forget about it. So, yes, you're going to pay. Okay, and the thing is, you're going to pay $1,043 flat. Nothing more, nothing less. But
Run
you
the
need to
bag.
be at home with if you wanted your child back so bad, it shouldn't have taken this long. Okay, you shouldn't be out there with the man eating pork chops and caviar while she's up there taking care of your child and not getting a dime. Am I mistaken about that?
None of the coins,
All right.
silver or copper.
So before you have anything else to say, that is my decision. This case is over with. This is adjourned. You have my answer. All right, ladies,
my head.
ladies, you may be excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.